Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this bill has been described by some of its proponents as a parent's Bill of Rights. And in this session where we have talked and debated matters of education a lot, I've had the opportunity to talk with hundreds of parents in my district, probably corresponded with thousands via email and town hall meetings and social media. And let me tell you what parents in my district want. They want our schools to be well funded. They want to get rid of the STAR test. They don't want for public dollars to go to private schools. They haven't asked me for some Bill of Rights. They've asked for their kids to have the resources they need to succeed, to have opportunity, to achieve their highest potential and realize their dreams. That's what parents want for their kids. And on those issues, we've made some progress this session. I've, like most of you, supported House Bill 2, and I'm glad we're sending $8.5 billion to our public schools. But we know that it should really be $10 billion additional if we were to catch up to 2019 levels. And so our schools are still going to be underfunded. And what we do with this bill is we're going to give them, our school districts, 36 new pages of statute, of rules, of laws that they have to comply with inadequate resources. But worse than that is that this bill is a solution in search of a problem. Again, these aren't things that I've heard parents in my district ask for. This is partisan politics. This is so people can run for re-election and talk about DEI and how we further marginalize the LGBTQ community in Texas. This bill is harmful. As you've heard already from this microphone from colleagues, it is hurtful, deeply hurtful, and it's unnecessary. The diversity, equity, and inclusion provisions in this bill with respect to hiring practices, procedures, trainings, activities, and other programs are completely unnecessary and harmful. We are, whether people like it or not, a diverse state. I think it's a very good thing. I know some in my community in Tarrant County are on record saying diversity's a bad thing, but it's not. Inclusion, how is that a bad thing? How is equity? How is creating opportunity so all kids and all employees have not an equal outcome, but an equal opportunity? Why is that bad? I thought that's what we stood for in this country. But no, we're going to go backwards. We're going to impose the same foolish policies that we've imposed on our institutions of higher education in the last session, now on our K through 12 institutions with respect to DEI. It's wrong and it's harmful, and it will not make our schools better. With respect to the student clubs, saying that we're going to single out pride clubs, gay straight alliance organizations, and say that these are now prohibited by law in the state of Texas. The same state government that can determine what age you are allowed to drink alcohol at, what age you're able to drive at, whether you can buy THC products or not. That same government is going to say to high school kids, you cannot be in a club with people like you. Think how wrong that is. Think about when you were a teenager. I know when I was a teenager, I was insecure. I had doubts about everything. And I didn't have half the challenges that a lot of kids have today. But I can't imagine if I felt there was something different about me as a 14, 15, or 16-year-old. And I just wanted to be around other kids to maybe talk about what was going on in my life, what I was thinking, what I was feeling, and wanted to be with other kids that maybe had similar perspectives as I did. That no, you can't do that because there's something inherently wrong with you. And the state of Texas is telling you you can't associate with like-minded people, people who have the same feelings, the same concerns, the same perhaps self-doubts at times. What is the role of our government, members? Is the role of our government to micromanage every single aspect of Texans' lives, including our youngest Texans? Or is it to unlock the doors of opportunity for these young Texans? To tell them that we care about them and that we want them to succeed? This is big government at its worst. And this bill should be defeated, and I hope you will vote no on this bill.
The chair recognizes Mr. Rosenthal to speak against the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.